Listen carefully. Because everything I'm about to tell you, I learned the hard way. There was a time I couldn't afford 3 meals a day. A time when people looked at me and saw nothing. No potential. No future. No reason to believe. But today, I run companies worth millions. I employ hundreds of people. And the same people who ignored me now ask me how I did it. So if you're struggling right now, if you feel invisible, if you feel like life is not moving, this story is for you. Because I was once exactly where you are. I wasn't born into wealth. There was no silver spoon, no connections waiting for me, no one pointing me toward opportunity. Just reality, raw, unfiltered struggle. I grew up in a place where dreams felt like luxuries, not possibilities. Where survival came before ambition. I remember nights when the electricity would go out, and the darkness wasn't just around us, it was inside us. You could feel it. The silence wasn't peaceful, it was heavy. It carried questions no one could answer. How do we get out of this? My parents did their best. I respect that deeply. But effort doesn't always equal results. And early in life, I understood something many people spend years avoiding. No one was coming to save me. Not the system. Not luck. Not some miracle opportunity. If anything was going to change, it had to start with me. But the truth is, I didn't know where to start. I just knew I didn't want to stay where I was. That feeling, that discomfort, became my fuel. While others accepted the environment, I started questioning it. Is this all life is? And deep down, something in me answered, no. There was a day that looked ordinary, but changed everything. I saw someone. Not a celebrity. Not someone from another country. Just someone close enough to feel real. Someone my age, living a life that felt completely out of reach for me. Confidence. Freedom. Control. It wasn't just the money. It was how he carried himself. Like life wasn't happening to him, he was shaping it. That moment did something to me. Most people would feel jealousy. I felt curiosity. I needed to understand. What does he know, that I don't? That question became my obsession. Because for the first time, I realized something powerful. Success isn't random. It's built. That realization changed the way I saw everything. I started paying attention differently. Watching how people spoke. How they made decisions. How they used their time. I wasn't just existing anymore. I was studying life. And the more I observed, the clearer it became. There were patterns. Habits. Mindsets. Decisions. And if I could learn those patterns, maybe, just maybe, I could change my story too. So I started. No perfect plan. No guidance. No safety net. Just an idea, and the courage to try. I put together what little I had. Time. Energy. A small amount of money. It didn't look like much, but to me, it was everything. I believed this was my moment. But reality hit fast. Nothing worked the way I expected. Customers didn't come. Mistakes piled up. Money disappeared quicker than it came. And then came the voices. I told you it wouldn't work. You're wasting your time. Just focus on something stable. At first, I ignored them. Then slowly, I started believing them. Maybe they were right. Maybe I wasn't built for this. Maybe success was for other people. That thought almost ended everything. Because failure doesn't just attack your results. It attacks your identity. And for a moment, I was ready to quit. Then it happened. Not a big breakthrough. Not a life-changing moment. Just a small, undeniable win. Something worked. And for most people, it wouldn't mean much. But for me, it meant everything. Because for the first time, I had proof. Proof that my effort wasn't wasted. Proof that I wasn't just hoping anymore. I was progressing. That moment changed my mindset completely. Before, I was operating on belief. Now, I had evidence. And that's powerful. Because once you see something work, even once, you start thinking differently. You stop asking, is this possible? And start asking, how do I do more of this? That small win gave me confidence. Not loud confidence. Not arrogance. But quiet certainty. The kind that doesn't need validation. The kind that keeps you moving forward, even when no one is watching. That small win changed something inside me. It wasn't just about the result, it was about what it represented. Progress. For the first time, I wasn't guessing anymore, I had direction. So I leaned into it. I didn't celebrate too long. I didn't slow down. Instead, I asked myself a better question. What exactly worked here? I broke everything down. Every step. Every decision. Every action that led to that result. And once I understood it, I repeated it. Again. And again. And again. That's when momentum started building. Not overnight. Not dramatically. But steadily. And that's the kind of growth that lasts. I reinvested everything I had, my time, my energy, my focus. I cut off distractions. I became more disciplined. More intentional. More aware of how I spent every hour of my day. While others were waiting for motivation, I was building systems. While others were chasing fast results, I was stacking consistent wins. And slowly, things started compounding. One opportunity led to another. One connection opened doors I didn't even know existed. One improvement made the next step easier. Momentum is powerful. But it only comes after consistency. And by the time it started showing on the outside, I had already changed completely on the inside. As things started changing for me, people started changing too. Some supported me. But many didn't. It was strange. When I was struggling, nobody paid attention. But the moment I started making progress, opinions appeared. You've changed. You think you're better now? This won't last. At first, it confused me. Then it tested me. Because doubt from others hits differently than failure. Failure challenges your ability. But people challenge your identity. And if you're not careful, their voices can become louder than your vision. There were moments I questioned myself again. Moments I wondered if I was doing too much, or going too far. But then I realized something that changed how I handled everything. Not everyone is meant to understand your journey. Some people only understand comfort. And growth is uncomfortable. So I stopped explaining myself. Stopped seeking validation. Stopped trying to make everyone believe in what I was building. Because I understood something clearly. If you need everyone to believe in you, you'll never go far. So I focused. Stayed consistent. And let results speak. Because in the end, success silences doubt better than words ever can. Then came the moment. Not sudden. Not random. Earned. It was the result of years of effort, discipline, and staying consistent when nothing seemed to be working. Things started aligning. Opportunities that once felt out of reach became accessible. People who wouldn't even notice me before started reaching out. Doors opened. And this time, I was ready. Because success doesn't just come from opportunity. It comes from preparation meeting opportunity. And I had been preparing for years. What looked like an overnight success to others was actually built in silence. Late nights, early mornings, missed opportunities, hard decisions, sacrifices nobody saw. And now, it was showing. Growth accelerated. Results multiplied. And for the first time, I could breathe. Not because the journey was over, but because I finally knew, without doubt, I was on the right path. I wasn't invisible anymore. Not to the world. But more importantly, not to myself. Today, people see the outcome. The success. The results. They see the confidence, the lifestyle, the achievements. But what they don't see is the journey behind it. They don't see the nights I almost gave up. The moments I doubted myself. The failures that nearly broke me. The times I had nothing, but still kept going. And that's the truth about success. It's not built in the spotlight. It's built in the shadows. In the moments when no one is watching. In the days when nothing feels like it's working. In the decisions you make when quitting feels easier. That's where everything changes. Looking back now, I realize something powerful. It was never about being the smartest, or the most talented, or the most connected. It was about endurance. The ability to keep going when it didn't make sense. The strength to believe when there was no proof. And the discipline to show up, over and over again. So if you're watching this right now, and you feel stuck, invisible, doubtful, just know this. You're not behind. You're in the process. And if you don't quit, your story can change too. Because mine did. Listen. If there's one thing I want you to take from my story, it's this. Success didn't start when I made money. It started the moment I took responsibility. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need connections. You don't need to have everything figured out. What you need is a decision. A decision that your life will not stay the same. So here are your action steps. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Step 1, face your reality. Be honest with yourself. What's not working? Because you can't change what you refuse to confront. Step 2, choose growth over comfort. The life you want will challenge you. So ask yourself, am I ready to become uncomfortable, to become unstoppable? Step 3, take one bold step. Start small, but start now. Because action creates clarity. Step 4, stay consistent when it gets hard. When doubt comes, keep going. When results are slow, keep going. When nobody believes in you, keep going. Step 5, build momentum, not excuses. Small actions. Repeated daily. That's how everything changes. One day, people will see your success. But they won't see the moments you almost gave up. If this story inspired you, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Because every week, I bring you powerful stories that will challenge your mindset, and push you to become more. And if you're serious about changing your life, drop a comment below. I will not quit. Let me see who's ready to become unstoppable.